welcome back.
Alright, it's a very special day, everyone. I got the Hall of Fame shirt on. Been to Cooperstown a few times. We have a very big moment coming here. We'll see. It's looking like Carlos Beltran's going to get in. I think it's his fourth or fifth year on the ballot. And then Andrew Jones is looking like he might have a shot too. So we'll have to see how that looks. But other than that, let's see how this all goes. I mean, it's definitely going to be an interesting situation. We'll definitely be live here, so we have to see how long they take. So
Yeah,
I'm going to try to do my makeshift ballot here real quick before they do theirs, I guess, and you could tell me what you think. Off the rip, I mean, Carlos Beltran's an obvious Hall of Famer. He
yeah,
just got punished for the Astros trading scandal, unfairly, in my opinion, in certain circumstances. And I also think that he would have been in on the first ballot, possibly.
yeah. The scandal definitely held back his case, but looking at the awards, the stats, they jump off the page. 2,700 hits, almost 430 home runs, World Series ring, three-time Gold Glover, nine-time All-Star. You know, that's somebody who should represent
He's one of the best
them.
switch hitters that's ever played the game as well.
Yeah,
He was nails in October. He had that historic October with the
mhm,
Astros. He was really good with the Giants too.
yep.
So
Career 1021 OPS in the postseason.
that's ridiculous. He and I actually, a little side note here, but it is about Beltran. Obviously, I think like with him, like I said, I definitely thought it was unfair what happened, and it was really tough on him, like tougher than people realize. Obviously, I read the book "Cheating" by Andy Martino. That's what I was gonna go with this, and I
Mhm.
basically got the whole behind the scenes info finally after all this time of kind of how that whole Mets situation went. And I honestly kind of felt bad because, like, if you think about it, if he retires 1 year later, he doesn't get
Yeah,
none of that stuff happens to him because he would
none
have had
of
the
that.
immunity basically. It was
Hmm.
just terrible
He
luck.
just got caught up into it.
He was the ringleader. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
Yeah,
he had a huge part in it. I'm not going to
yeah,
absolve him, but like he took the blunt of the blame when I felt like that wasn't really fair, and everyone else except
hmm,
Lunau got it rough because he got fired and they didn't bring him back. But like
yeah,
but Cora didn't get it rough really because he returns. It wasn't
yeah,
great from the beginning, but he returned quickly. AJ Hinch had to move off of Houston and go to Detroit, which has been pretty good for him. So not the
hmm,
worst outcome, but it was definitely tough at the time, and I don't think like some people realize maybe the type of toll that could have taken. So let's
hmm.
go. Let's share this ballot now, and let's actually, you know what? Let's put up that Beltron clip while we're at it, because he's the only one we're kind of like 100% sure is most likely he is gonna make it. He was like at 89% and 52%. So,
Hmm.
and I think he deserves it. Like it's a slam dunk. I mean, he
Yeah,
did everything well too. Like he was a five-tool player in his prime. Like there's nothing he didn't do well. Like I can't think of anything he didn't do well really. Like when he was in his prime.
yeah. It's just the case of that. He got caught up with the Astros cheating scandal, but
Yeah, and I
I
mean, it's not like he did steroids, so it's. I knew they would let him in eventually. But
mhm.
like, honestly, if you wanted to, I think it went on too long. Okay, look, if you wanted to take him off the first ballot, fine. He doesn't have to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. But what the hell is the difference between year two and year five or year four? Like,
Yeah.
he's
There's no
what
difference.
changed?
I mean, you know, and you think about the cheating scandal, you think about how it's going to affect other careers too. Like a guy like Jose Altuve, who's been one of the best second basemen in the sport throughout his career, and
Yeah,
he's gonna solidify himself as one of the best second basemen of all time. And I feel
I
like
think
that's going to
he's
be a
gonna be
pretty
fine,
devastating blow.
honestly, because they've gone out of their way. time and time again to like adamantly explain how against the system he was. So I think he's actually going to be okay. The only thing is that 2019 buzzer situation is a little bit sketch, but I mean nothing's
Hmm.
perfect. But no, it was never proven. Obviously, we'll never fully know what happened with that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it still was definitely a problem, and they didn't really get punished the players except Beltran because he retired at the wrong time.
Hmm.
But like I said, and for I wanted him to make it last year because we could have gone up to Cooperstown if he had made it. Because he's Latino and we have a trip that goes there, but if for Latino players, but I guess I'll most likely be going this year though, so I guess that's cool. But um, yeah, so I'm gonna share this video around a little bit, and you could hit that Beltron clip now,
Yeah. All right.
so everyone.
An airplane ride with the team all year. That may be gone.
They're on the short end right now, 4-zip. 2-2 pitch. And Beltran drives one to deep right field. Alex Ramirez, Kenny Lofton looking up. That's gone. Back-to-back solo home runs by the Kansas City Royals.
Were homers. Beltran with a drive. Deep left, way back, gone. Into the waterfalls. Beltran has homered right-handed and left-handed tonight.
Marte brings it home. High drive, left center and deep. Back goes Lee to the wall. Gone. The Royals win it. There goes Beltran driving it to right field. Gone. His second home run off right in this series.
Beltran was just so nasty. Like, I wish the Yankees had gotten him at a time like he wasn't closer to the end.
Hmm.
But he was still solid. He wasn't awful for them. He just wasn't Carlos Beltran, unfortunately. It's not
Hmm.
like he was a complete bum, but like he just was kind of more of a DH at that point.
Yeah.
Like the defense slipped with age, which it does for every single player. So
Hmm.
I get it. But so like, let's talk about Andrew Jones. I think he's next up on the list, and let me try to get this image up too, actually, because I do have the ballot in here that we could use,
Okay.
and then we could put ourselves on the side or whatever. All right, and yes, so everyone knows we are going to do MLB offseason talk too. We're just starting with the Hall of Fame because that's at the forefront with the announcement, but we're not neglecting the offseason talk.
Hmm.
Andrew Jones is his ninth year on the ballot, so it's going to be crunch time, but I think he's fine regardless because even if he doesn't get it today, he's so damn close that it will be almost impossible for him not to get it the next time.
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
think he at first I was I'll say yes, but it's going to be close. You're saying no, but not
Yeah.
that you wouldn't vote for him. You just don't think he's going to make it
Yeah.
today.
I don't think the voters will get him in. I
What do
just
you think
think
he
that
gets? Like 72%? I think he
I
was like what 67 last time.
I think he'll go up a good amount, but I don't think he'll get to 75%.
All right, so here we go. The ballot.
Let's see.
So Bobby Abreu, I'm actually gonna say yes. I know some people agree, some don't. They're going over Beltran now on MLB Live, but I'm saying yes because I think he was a well-rounded player. I think he was very underrated. The only thing is that he doesn't have anything that stands out. He was elite, but his on-base percentage was very elite. His OPS was very elite. His power numbers were consistent. He stole a lot of bases. He played solid defense at a certain point in time. Maybe not towards the end, but like, I mean, he doesn't scream you out as like the best player of his era. I think that's the problem. I think Bobby Abreu kind of got lost in the era. Like if he was playing now, people would absolutely love him.
Yeah, he just got caught in kind of the steroid era. He was great for a long period of time.
Yeah,
Like he didn't just have a short peak. Like he had a consistently over 875 OPS for about good 5-7 years.
yeah, no, he was really damn good. So I think that he definitely should go in. Actually, now he's on the. Where was he in the ballot? I gotta check this ballot situation, like where he ended up last year and like years of eligibility and stuff. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna quite get there. Like he's making a little push, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. So
Um,
I would vote for him, though. Yes. So
who's he?
I got the results of last year, so we could like kind of dissect it a little bit,
Okay.
and it's actually perfect because it helps with the years too.
Yeah.
So Bobby Abreu he landed at 19.5. Yeah, he's not no shot. Six. This is his seventh year in a ballot. Yeah, it's not going to happen, unfortunately.
Uh,
But I disagree with that. I think that's kind of disrespectful, personally.
yeah. I mean, Carlos Beltran had 70%. I think Carlos Beltran's a shoo-in.
And Jones was 66, like I said, so like he's right on that edge to possibly. And this is his ninth year, and this is Beltran's fourth year. I know I was saying 4 or 5. It's the fourth, so that's where we're at with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get it popping a little bit. Ryan Braun, absolutely not.
No.
That guy is a scum. He stole MVP from Matt Kemp, and I will be very happy to see him removed from the ballot. Just like what he did was just like unacceptable. It's
Yeah.
like the way he went about it, and like it just like it was. I hated every second of it. I thought I used to. I didn't. I never was like a big Brian Braun guy, per se, but like I definitely, I definitely like was okay with him at least. Like I respected his game before all that stuff came out, but like after that, nah, I'm good.
hmm And like when you think about the Hall of Fame, it's not just like the stats about it's about like the integrity of the game. Like this is who's
Yeah.
representing your sport, and like you
Yeah,
don't.
we'll get into that zebra conversation later because Brian Braun's nowhere close to being a Hall of Famer anyway. But we're about to hit some
Hmm.
harder names that like people have a
Yeah.
lot more different thoughts on.
Hmm.
All right. So Mark Burley is an interesting one to me. I actually said yes last year, and he did well on the ballot from what I saw. 11.4 in his fifth year, actually not too good. My bad there, but I actually thought he was pretty durable, consistent. He had the World Series, and I know like the standards are changing of how you view pitchers, which is going to be a conversation when we get to like Felix Hernandez and Cole Hamels. Now, I think that Mark Burley's not going to make it, obviously.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I don't technically I technically wouldn't need to vote for him because like nothing it wouldn't change the outcome. This is just
Yeah.
the fun if I had a vote scenario. Hopefully
So
one day, but
Hall of pretty good. Hall of
yeah,
very good.
he's on the edge. I would say yeah, because like I like to use up all my boxes personally. Like I'm a big box checker. Some
Uh,
people don't like to check the boxes. Like I don't have to do 10 per se, but I like to get at least over 5. Unless if it's just like so bad I can't. And this one is challenging. I'm not gonna lie. It's basing on how you view things, but you could easily find 5 to 6 on here. I still think.
yeah.
So
I would agree with you definitely.
yeah. So like now we go forward to let's do Andrew Jones. If you want to put that clip up quick of Andrew,
Yeah.
he's gonna end up being very, very close. I think one way or the other. I think if he
Hmm.
gets it, it's just over 75. If he misses it, it's just under 75.
Yep. Here's Andrew.
An airplane ride with the team all year. That may be gone. To left field. Home run number 1. Welcome to the big leagues, Andrew Jones. Just to watch the games on TBS. 1-1 pitch hit high and deep to left field. Back to the wall, Lenny Harris. This ball's out of here. Home run, Andrew Jones. His second homer. And it ties the game at 1. 1 out of 2 with a homer. He is 2 out of 3 with 2 homers. Hit a ton to left. 13-0 Atlanta.
Yeah. So Andrew Jones, another guy like Beltran, the Yankees, although he had less left than Beltran at that point, Yankees had him after his prime. Now Andrew Jones to me, would be a slam dunk, but there is some like off-field stuff I'm not going to touch on at all. So,
Hmm.
just not really what I'm here to do. So, I'll look at his play on the field, and I think it warrants Hall of Fame material just because of like how
Yeah.
elite of a center fielder he was. Like I
Yeah.
know his bat is not a Hall of Fame bat per se, but his defense is really what carries the day for Andrew Jones. But the only thing that people argue that they wouldn't put him in is because of he also like had a very bad end of his career. Like his first, he
Hmm.
just fell off a cliff after his first 10 years. Like it was really an unforeseen drop off for a guy who was only like 30, 31.
Yeah, and what you talk about like Hall of Fame bat and like criterias on how to get into the Hall of Fame. I mean, he had 434 home runs. You
Yeah,
know, it's almost close. It's really close to that 500 mark.
that's what I'm
But
saying. Like if you took away his defense, he's not a Hall of Famer. I don't think.
yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, it's definitely his defense,
His
Marty, because
defense
his
carries a
defense
big load.
it got him in. It will get him into the Hall of Fame for
Hmm.
sure. And he did win a ring with the Braves too, so that helps. But he's deserving. It's just his fall off was a little bit weird though. I'm not exactly sure what happened there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's true. It just happened quick though, like quicker than most, because like he was only. I'll check his reference thing right now actually. So like I guess we still didn't get the announcement yet. I don't. You don't
yeah,
see anything on Twitter, right? I'm trying not to look at the TV too much because I don't want to like be weird with the camera, but like it's hard not to because I want to see if they get in. But like I could just open up the Twitter window. Yeah, his OPS plus 111, like eight, like you said, 823. Like it's okay. Like it's not Hall of Fame.
hmm,
None of the hitting numbers scream Hall of Fame at me really, but like you mix with the defense, 62 7 F B WAR is solid. Like that's right around
hmm,
where a lot of Hall of Famers are sometimes. There's definitely people with less B WAR in the Hall of Fame, but I'm not basing it off that really. He won like what 10 straight Gold Gloves, 10 straight Gold Gloves. Yeah, I mean that's Hall of Fame to me, especially at one of the toughest. I think we're getting it now. I don't know if you can see the TV better than me. You let
oh,
me
we're
know.
getting it now.
All right. Yeah, because we can't even listen to it, so we're just going to see the graphic. Or someone might tweet it, maybe. Okay, so Andrew Jones, when he was 31, he went from 26 bombs to 3 bombs.
Yeah,
From age 30 to 31. Like, what the hell happened? I'm still wondering. I mean, it was half the season, but that's crazy.
yeah. I mean, and just 2 years prior, he had 51
Yeah, which is nuts. And
and then
then
41.
I forgot he even hit 50.
Yeah, it
And
was a
then
very fast descent.
yeah, he led the National League actually in 2005 with 51 bombs and 128 RBI, and then
Hmm.
he had 129 the next year with 10 less homers. He had over 100 ribbies 5 times, which is solid, and over 30 bombs 7 times. And then after that 3 bomb season, it was 17-19. Then he finished 13-14 with the Yankees. He stole 152 bases, like we said.
Yeah, he was a big base stealer like in the first couple of years of his
Yeah, he had
career.
to retire at 35 because he fell off such a cliff.
Yeah,
So I mean, I don't know. Yeah, he was a dog for the Braves. He was the glue of that.
hmm,
Harold Reynolds said, "What do you want from the guy? He got old." I guess you know what it is. It's because I'm saying yes still, but like I'm still saying yeah. Don't get me wrong, but like
yeah,
it's different with every player. You want to know what it probably is? I just figured it out. Maybe not that I actually know, but like I'm giving you my best guess here. He was a staple for the Braves. Yes, and shout out to my boy Marty Saquon. He has a podcast. It's called The Joint as well, and we've done some collab projects and things in the past, and you never know what could pop up again.
it's a
So
hard boat. Definitely, it's definitely a hard boat.
yeah, that's why it's going to be so close too.
Yeah,
And like the other thing, which I'm not going to really say, but he was a stable for the Braves. Yeah, I mean he was a glue of those teams, and like those teams were great. They were just not. They were elite. They just couldn't break through except that one time, really.
yeah. Let's move on to another case. Well, I think it's a really good case, and I
Yeah.
really
Oh
like this
no.
player, Jimmy
Sorry.
Rollins.
Jimmy Rollins, I'm actually saying no. I'm going to disagree.
I really like Jimmy Rollins. I think he has
I
a
think,
really good resume for it, but I don't think he should get in.
yeah, it's like I just don't know what you did that was that elite. Really, he was a
Hmm.
solid player. Like actually, he stole almost 500 bases. Okay, that's good. Under 1,000 ribbies, 230 bombs, a 95 plus OPS. It doesn't really do it for me.
Yeah.
He did win 4 Gold Gloves and an MVP. So he does
Hmm.
have some hardware to his name,
Yeah.
obviously, and he did win a World Series ring. I mean, okay. I mean, there is some stuff here you could say for a
He's.
case, but
Hmm.
I wouldn't do it personally. And he was at 18% last year in his 4th year in a ballot, so he's got an
Yeah.
uphill climb. So let's see who else is on this ballot. We got to go through King. So who was it? Bobby Cox. Yeah, Bobby Cox was the manager of that team.
What do
Yeah,
you think of
Jimmy. Anytime you got Jimmy in the roster, you make an impact. Yeah, no, my friend, I knew Marty told me before the show he would say he's a Hall of Famer, so I guess I can say I'm not surprised. But he did make an impact. I'm not gonna lie. Like he was a dog for the Phillies, and he did help them win a ring. Like I just don't think he was elite enough to be a Hall of Famer
Yeah.
personally. But I know some disagree, and that's fair. And we'll see. So I probably take Burley off it honestly. So right now I'm really at just Beltran and Abreu. Actually, I'm at Beltran, Abreu, and Jones right now. I have 3.
What are your
Ryan
thoughts
Braun,
on?
absolutely not. I ripped him to shreds before. Absolutely not.
You already
Oh,
talked to
we
Joe.
did talk about it. We did. He was up early in the ballot. You gotta rewind it or check it later. It's not. You won't have to go too far for it. So, oh yeah, all right. Torrey Hunter's stats are legit. Not gonna lie. Hey Chris, what's up, brother? Torrey Hunter has a compelling case to me. I wouldn't shut the door on it, but I'm not like 100% sold. So he's the tricky one for me. I think this is his first year on, right?
They're announcing it now.
All
Hold on.
right,
All right.
let's see what we got.
Andrew Jones.
He made it.
Yes. Yeah.
Beltran. Yeah, no, Brian. It's just
Uh,
because of like, there's sometimes some players aren't like elite, ends up on it, and just like don't last on it long.
I,
It's
I
like certain requirements.
I agree with this. Torrey Hunter's stats are kind of legit.
Yeah. So, what do we have percentages out yet of Beltran and I gotta change the title for a second since they made it, or at least in the bottom bar here. So Beltran and Jones make Hall of Fame.
Nice.
Yeah, I kind of. Let's see if the percentages are out. I'm really
Yeah,
curious to see the
Carlos
percentage.
Beltran and Andrew Jones.
Yeah, I knew it.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Chris, you're right. I was off a little bit. If Matt Holliday was on this ballot, he'd get in.
Nice. Good foul.
Torrey Hunter, I was just looking through quick before I want to. I'll do Hunter quick, and then like we'll go through the percentages. Hunter was a very good center fielder defensively. 9 Gold Gloves, not quite as good as Andrew Jones. How many people are? So if you're gonna measure him against Andrew Jones, he's not as good. But he does have more RBI though, which is interesting. But everything else, except I think batting averages might be close because Jones really created his batting average those last 2 years. Hunter was a 277 hitter. His OPS is 793, and his OPS plus is 110. So 195 stolen bases. Yeah, Torrey Hunter might be in the Hall of Very Good category. And
Hmm.
wow, Andrew got
Kind of
78.4%, and
above
Beltran got
him.
a solid 84. Chase Utley at
Wow.
59. You know what? Let me get this tweet up. There's got to be a tweet here,
From
and I'll just
Martin.
put it in. And then we'll talk about the guys that are more legit. We don't have to go through like this whole ballot because some of it just isn't even going to be a thing,
Hmm.
and half of them just got cut off anyway. Probably, well,
Torrey
half's
Hunter's
probably
not a
extreme,
game
but
changer, so it's a no. Yeah, I agree, Martin. He's not a game changer. He,
I disagree, actually. I'm not going to say he's a yes, but I thought he was a game changer. His defense was pretty
his
solid,
his
but he
defense.
did have like almost 1,400 ribbies, though. He wasn't
Hmm.
just like a noodle bat.
Yeah.
Not like he was like the best hitter in the league by any means. He was like an average hitter, kind of, in a sense, I guess.
Hmm.
Maybe slightly above average. Well, the issue is he never won anything because the Twins never won anything, so that's another problem.
Yeah. What do you think about
Yeah,
Omar Vizquel? I think he has a pretty
I'm out on Vizquel.
no,
I just don't see.
no,
I'm just not really into that idea, but you could make the case for him if you want.
definitely 2,900 hits, 11 Gold Gloves. I mean, he definitely has a case,
His
but
votes are low because of what he did, which I'm definitely not repeating
yeah,
here. So
hmm
that's part of the reason why I would say no to be honest. But
yeah,
I normally don't do that, but like that's like, yeah, nah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Okay. I had the results to. So interesting tidbit here. Two former Yankees do make the Hall of Fame,
yeah.
even though they weren't big time Yankees by any means. And then we have one former Met, obviously, in Beltran.
Beltran.
So, okay, let's just dismiss the bull here. And like Ryan Braun got cut 3.5%.
3.5%.
Oh well, see you,
That's
buddy.
funny.
So Ryan Braun, yeah, I guess that's true. I guess he wasn't really a staple. He was a staple for those Twins teams, but they never won anything really. I mean, Andrew Jones didn't get a World Series. That's my bad. I mixed that up with the early '90s. He was a little bit after that, but they went far a lot. They just couldn't beat the Yankees. And like
Yeah.
they were good. He had some good playoff moments and stuff. Like Andrew Jones was definitely a bigger stabilizer than Torrey Hunter, obviously. Manny
Hmm.
and Alex Rodriguez is where the conversation gets interesting because I think Manny Ramirez is done actually because I think that was his 10th year. I think he's
Yeah.
done.
I mean, maybe
So
it gets in on the Veterans Committee, but
we talk about Manny. Yeah, Manny and A Rod are
not yet.
kind of grouped together. But
Yeah.
I do want to also I want to go through the percent. Let me try to get those percentages. My bad. I want to get them. And then I just yeah. Hold on. Let's see here. But yeah, Manny. I mean, would have been a Hall of Famer. One of the best right-handed hitters ever.
Yeah.
But the steroids will change him, obviously. So if you don't want steroid people in Hall of Fame, then he's not going in the Hall of Fame. But and there's better guys in there that I mean not in there. Well, a few in obviously, but there's better guys that were kept out for using steroids. There we go. Not like much better, but like Alex Rodriguez is in the same boat, not fully in there yet, not fully done yet, but not looking good.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds is obviously way better than Manny Ramirez, and he's not in the Hall of Fame. Roger Clemens is probably a better pitcher than Manny was hitter, but that's like I don't know how you determine that exactly, but Rocket's one of the best pitchers ever. I mean, Ramirez is one of the best right-handed hitters ever. So
David Wright got 14.8% of the votes.
David Wright is such an interesting one to me.
He is.
I wouldn't
He
shut the door on him either, but like
he's
I don't,
he's
I can't
gradually
say.
rose
Yeah,
throughout the
he
years.
might have an outside shot or Veterans Committee situation for him.
Hmm.
All right. Did you see anything on Twitter with the updates of the percentages? Someone's got to have it.
Did did Passon not post it?
Oh, the someone should have. So Beltron and Andrew Jones. Yep. Yankees put out tweets congratulating them. And unfortunately, that's what came up before I could find anything about Hall of Fame results. Maybe Rosenthal has them. Let's see. Okay, we got it. All right, I'm gonna put the picture in here. Perfect.
Ryan Braun fell off the ballot, I think.
Yeah, I mean, but
He got
yeah,
2.5%.
yeah, that was an obvious one.
I think I have the I think I have the results here.
I do have them too. I just want everyone to see them so they
Okay.
can, so we can go through it all, and then I'll give you like my full like 100% ballot of what I would have done. and without any cop outs. Like it'll be a firm yes or a firm no to like wrap this up because we gotta do off season stuff too. But okay, I have what we need here. We're gonna swap the image in.
Andrew Jones and Carlos Beltran got in.
Yes,
Yankees 27.
thanks for pulling that up. Yes, so Jones and Beltran.
Did they
Yep.
vote on Andy? Yeah.
Okay. Any other question? Andy's has now. He's an interesting case as well, and I'm gonna go into like all this together, sort of. But I think Pettit actually has a better shot than A-Rod does, believe it or not.
Oh yeah. You got a good amount of votes.
Okay, so we'll get rid of that other ballot for now. We don't need the bottom anyway; it's not important. This is okay. We could leave it like that, I guess. Or no, it's too small, too big. Got it. I like this. This is what we should do most times if we're able to. Okay, so we're gonna go. Beltran got his 84, and Jones. So let's talk about. Let me put an underlayer of this steroid guys, because that's like the big controversy and other close calls. Steroid guys and other close calls. Okay, so Andrew Jones gets a 78-4 in ninth year, probably because of some other stuff maybe, but we don't fully know. And like maybe probably the fall off after the 10 years, but they made him wait a while, but he gets his day, so good for him. And that's good news. And Beltran got unfairly punished, good for him as well. Chase Utley is definitely making the Hall of Fame, though. That's what this ballot tells me, because he's at 60% right now. And you know what? With Jeff Kent going in, Chase Utley's door got opened even wider. And I was an advocate of Jeff Kent going in. Did you agree with the Kent decision?
I did. I mean, I like this case. He definitely has Hall of Fame numbers. I liked it.
Yeah. How do you Chase Utley get more votes than King Felix? King Felix we're gonna get to now actually because I wanted Andy Pettit. Here we go, 8th year, 48.5. It's not gonna be quite enough. Like he is making a jump, but he's not gonna make it all the way up. I would be shocked, unfortunately. And Pettit he's not like Pettit. Pettit's different than Bonds and all the other guys because he wasn't a constant juicer. It was really just a one-time thing to fix an injury, but he still did it, unfortunately. But was it the most egregious thing in the world? Like, how much of an advantage does he really gain fixing an injury once? Like, maybe come back for, like, what, a start or two quicker, maybe? It's not like he was saving himself from getting Tommy John or anything. And Pettit does have Hall of Fame numbers because CC... He's very close to CC's numbers. Yeah. And if you take away the K's, that might be one difference there. But Pettit was such a dog in October that could overcome that gap. Yeah, honestly.
I mean, obviously, we're Yankee fans, so we're a little biased towards him. But like, unbiasedly speaking, he was.
Well, no, Pettit's getting support from people outside of Yankees Nation too. It's not just him. My friend Marty isn't even like the Yankees, but he does like Andy Pettit. So, yeah, so Andy. But here's the thing that we'll have to discuss. And then I'll do my steroids rant, kind of, and then we'll probably be good because no one else is really going to make. Well, Cole Hamels is 23.8 on his first year. With Ken, they set a low standard. Any player that did better than him should get in. I don't think they set a low standard with Ken. I actually thought Ken was pretty good. But I guess it depends how you look at it. I know some didn't agree, but he was an MVP for five All-Stars, 4 Silver Sluggers. He hit 377 bombs, which I still believe is the top for second baseman. He had over 1,500 RBIs and an 855 OPS. So I wouldn't really say he was a bum. I thought he was pretty good, but Andy is the best. Good guy. Yeah, that cutter was nasty. Mo, though. Mo, yeah, but Andy's cutter was dirty. That pickoff move was undefeated, though. Best pickoff move of all time, hands down.
Yeah. And I love having Max Fried here now. I kind of remind me.
Yeah, because Andy actually was doing a lot of work with them. So I would say this. Um, with Anzi, do you think the Veterans Committee is going to show him the respects and put him in the Hall of Fame? Because that's what it's going to come down to, honestly. Because
Yeah,
he's not going to get in a normal ballot, most likely. If he didn't admit to HGH, but they had evidence anyway, it's not like he was going to get out of it, but he at least came clean and didn't try to lie like everyone else did. And I think some people do respect that, honestly. Like,
yeah,
either way you got caught, so you might as well tell the truth about it. And I think
yeah,
people do respect that. Like you said, he is a good guy, 100%. He does go to spring training still and work with the lefties and stuff. He is looking at first. Then yeah, I hope. What was Kent's WAR?
more.
55.4 B. Where I don't know what the F WAR was. His defense wasn't great, but his offense was good, especially for a second baseman. You're gonna look at the F WAR, I guess.
Yeah,
So like,
56.
so it's right on the same. I think that's. I mean, there's people lower than that are in the Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure. Like Harold Baines, not to say that should let everyone in, but he was like what 40 something or like 39. I think his B war was like 39 maybe or like 41. It was not high.
Really?
Like I think Ken was definitely better than Harold Baines.
Yeah, 38.4 F4. Wow.
Yeah, that's tough sledding. I don't know how that really happened still.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Judge got that like in the last
Just
3 years,
because
three or
of his
four years.
hits, I guess. But like, I don't know. He was close to 3K, but he didn't really do anything else that well. I mean, average maybe, but like he wasn't the power guy. Like not like he was the lead on defense, obviously. But okay, so I want to wrap up. Let's go with Alex Rodriguez. Let's go with the whole Alex Manny and Pettit talk. So you actually think the Veterans Committee will respect him and put him in the Hall of Fame, Pettit? You think they will get
Yeah,
him in there?
I,
I'd
I, I
probably
think
lean
so.
yes, but the only issue is it depends if they're sticklers for roids or not. But I think most people do like him. Like it's not like a situation where they didn't like him. Like Barry Bonds was not well liked.
Hmm.
Roger Clemens was not well liked.
Yeah, I
Alex
mean,
Rodriguez has been fixing that, but there was a time he wasn't well liked. Manny Ramirez definitely not well liked. but
but like a guy like Pettit, he's not like he's like one of the best players like ever. Like you're talking about a guy who is very good in his career, but like steroids doesn't help out with that. Like Barry Bonds,
yeah, Matt Kemp actually was funny because we brought that up because Braun stole the MVP from him in
yeah,
that season because he was on roids, obviously, and Kemp wasn't. Yeah, Kemp's. It's just well, Marty. Let me tell you what it is. I could tell you. We could look this up too. There's certain requirements that put the players on this ballot automatically. Like it's something like 10 years of service time and a few other things, right? Like I gotta
yeah,
look. So that's what I'm saying too, Marty. Because like that's what I said too. It didn't change his career because like I said, maybe it helped him
hmm,
back from one or two starts. Like, did that really make that big of a difference? The question is like, how long was he using it, and did it enhance him when he returned? That we'll never know. But like, I don't think it didn't. I don't think it was a long term thing. I think it was just to fix an injury, and then he probably didn't do it again. But like, we don't know how long he used it to fix the injury, like or anything like that. But I agree, it didn't really change his career. When you look at the whole grand scope of things, there's no way you could say it changed his career. That is a good point. It's not like the other guys where like it drastically changed their careers. So it's a little bit unfair to group him with them. I just do it because like they're basically all together in the voting order, anyway. So
yeah.
and then I do want to talk a little King Felix, Cole Hamels, and then we'll switch off the Hall of Fame stuff after that, probably.
So you have to play 10 major league seasons, been active within the last 15 years. Okay, you have to play 10 years at least to be eligible for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So
So that's like, yeah, that's why you see some of those names. Um, should they enhance those requirements? Should they trim the fat? Like, I don't know. I guess it's just how they do it. Like, they're not going to make it anyway. I guess it's just in case some people want to show respect. But I don't know.
And
So
like even like the Hall of Fame rules for after death are confusing. Like Pete Rose is getting elect. Oh, we'll try and get elected into
I
the
don't
Hall of
know
Fame
if he
because he's
will
not
because
alive.
he's gonna go through the Veterans Committee, and there's a lot of people that
Yeah,
don't like him.
yeah, but he was banned from it. But he was banned for life, and now he's dead, and now he has a chance for the
Yeah,
Hall of
but
Fame.
I don't know. That's a slippery slope too.
Yeah,
But I would put him in just because like he was so good. But like
yeah.
he bet on baseball, so like if you want
He
to
also
keep him out,
had
you gotta keep him out. And
he
he had
also had,
said
yeah,
some issues too, like
he had a lot of issues.
yeah, I mean that weren't great stuff that we
Yeah,
definitely won't repeat. So
definitely not.
all right, yeah, Cole Hamels is kind of more towards no for me too.
Yeah, I
I
agree
was
with
like
that.
on the fence about him. He was kind of in the hall very good though.
Mm.
But his numbers are very similar to King Felix. But it's oh wait, I looked at them. That was weird. But he didn't dominate like King Felix did. But I think what happened with Felix and Andrew Jones is that they were both so good, so young, and had to do so much. They just got worn down towards the end of their careers.
Yeah, I mean, both of them were some of the most talented players in the league in the beginning of their careers.
Yeah. So
Felix had a bit more longevity than him, I feel like. I mean, he was pretty good. He really dipped into his 30s, and yeah, he was out by 34.
yeah, that was what did him in. Like he kind of hurt too much. So Cole Hamels had more longevity, but he didn't pitch that many more innings because Felix worked those innings in the beginning, and that's what really got him too. Because like he pitched so many innings early on, but he won ERA titles. He was a Cy Young winner. Like he had more distinguished stuff. Cole Hamels never won a Cy Young. He was a World Series MVP and an NLCS MVP and won series, but for All Stars, I mean, 2,506 Ks is nice. 2,560 Ks is nice, but it's not. It's not automatic.
Yeah,
So, and the wins I don't even look at that much anymore, honestly, because well, by the time we get through this the next 2 years, these numbers are gonna look worse and worse when you look
yeah,
at wins
nobody's
for
gonna get
pitchers.
up
It's
to
not even
like,
gonna matter anymore.
yeah, nobody wins aren't gonna matter anymore.
Like the new 300 is gonna be like 200. Once
Yeah,
like certain people retire, like that's what it's gonna be.
like I'm sure Cole has a good shot to get a lot of wins. He's 150 right now.
Yeah. So 2560 was what he ended up, and 2,698 innings. All right. He pitched a no hitter. Yes, he did. Same thing with Alex. I'm settling. Yeah. Felix was. Oh, Hamels pitched a no no, or we're talking about Felix.
Hamels pitched a no hitter.
Yeah, I was gonna say definitely. Yeah, Hamels. Oh, that's right. Yeah, right. Oh, I already said that the first time, but okay. So, let's go through Felix now. I think Felix will end up making the Hall of Fame. I wouldn't be worried about him too much.
Yeah,
It's only his second year in a bow. He's already at 46%.
yeah,
It's not
he's
going to be
already
a
up.
slam dunk. Like it's not going to be, might not be that quick, but he'll get there.
Hmm.
His path says that he'll get there based off how this has gone in the past,
Where
and
was he
that's
at
just
last year?
I can tell you in a second.
He was at 20.6 last year, so he had a pretty good jump. He had a
Yeah,
26% jump.
yeah, I hear you. So let me just try to take a look and solidify that quick. Yeah, you got it. That's a big jump.
Hmm.
So that's why if he continues on that arc, he'll easily make it. Like what I would say he's like 2 or 3 years away, maybe three.
Yeah, I could see him getting him in 3 years, maybe even two if he goes up quickly. But
Yeah,
I wouldn't put anything on it.
yeah, I definitely agree with you there. So let's try to let's transition to some off-season stuff because we did spend a lot of time in Hall of Fame.
Hmm.
So let's go with the Red Sox and the Rangers Suarez situation. It's a little bit wild,
Yeah.
and then we'll graduate off that. Because like Suarez, I didn't mean to overlook him because I think he's a very good pitcher, and we did give him a decent amount of information and like shine on the episode that we did initially before he signed with Boston. The Boston episode, he just got jammed in with too many other things, so we kind of just like didn't pick it back up, unfortunately. But I think that it is a good move for Boston, like I have said.
Yeah.
So like, I was surprised they did it probably, I guess, but
I
because we were
mean,
talking about the bad situation with them, and now we could go through the whole Eugenio Suarez,
yeah.
Isaac Paredes, and Duran element of this if you want to pull up the Isaac stuff. So,
Yes.
let me get this off actually. Let me get this off for you.
Here's Isak Paredes.
Oops, and a long one to deep left, and that's going to stay fair and is out of here.
Hansen got that ball, and there's a drive to left by Isaac Paredes, going to tie the game. Oh, man, a no-doubter.
On the ground, up the middle and into center field. Paredes.
Isaac drills one high and deep. If it's fair, we're tied. We're tied.
Some 3-1 pitch. Down the left field line. That's a fair ball.
And he skies this one deep to left field.
For the second straight night, Paredes visits.
Oops, and a long one to deep.
Okay. Paredes is a beast, and we've talked about him a little bit because he has come up in some certain conversations with Astros fans and a few other people, but he's actually a great fit for the Red Sox, too. We're being honest because he's going to pepper the Green Monster. He pulls everything. He doesn't hit any oppo home runs, basically,
Yeah.
which is actually perfect for Fenway, obviously.
When I think of fit, I think of fit in the lineup, in the Red Sox lineup right now. I think it will go very, very well lefty-righty with Roman Anthony. And I also see the parks. I mean, Minute Maid has the Crawford boxes, and Fenway Park has the Green Monster. I think he's going to get a lot of doubles. That's what I think. We saw what Alex Bregman did with that Green Monster. I mean, he upped his offense a ton. And I don't think Isak is any different.
Yeah. So, do you think this trade rumor, the Brian Abreu and Jared Duran, do you think it's a good? Who do you think will win that deal? I'm actually gonna try to look up the trade values in a second, but before I do that, we could just talk about it. It's tough to say who would win that. 'Cause, I mean, it's a kind of a win-win, but I feel like Red Sox probably. I like Duran a lot actually, but he wasn't that great last year.
I mean,
So
Duran can definitely develop really well. But
the Astros
also,
need a lefty badly.
and also, but Isak Paredes can also be a monster at Fenway.
And he's good for the Crawford boxes also. So
We saw his stats jump up.
that's how it would be, but so I don't know. That it actually might happen because there's not any traction with Eugenio Suarez. They literally lost all their hitting targets, like we said in the last show or two. So back to Ranger. I feel bad for Ranger because he's going through the crazy situation in Venezuela.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get to Boston to take his physical. I don't know how it got approved at the physical, but sometimes it does say physical pending, so it's a little bit iffy. But I do think that he's definitely a guy that's going to help them. Like I said,
Definitely.
I think he's definitely their two, but it's all actually no, he's probably their three because you probably don't want to go left. You'd probably rather go left, and go with go with Crochet, Gray, or Bale, whichever one you want in the two spot, and then you do Ranger as the three. You probably don't want to put that much pressure on him, even though you sign him to a big deal right away. So it probably would suit him better to be the three anyway.
Yeah, and I see a ton of potential out of that starting rotation. I mean, you obviously have the two studs, Ranger and Crochet, but like Bayo
Yes.
could be very good. Sonny Gray could
Do
be
you think
very
Bayo could be
good.
a trade candidate though now? Because even before this, there was definitely some rumblings about Bayo being dealt, but like not loud ones, but like quiet whispers, kind of like it's been floated in articles before. It hasn't been like they're definitely trading him, but it hasn't been like shut down.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a point last season where I thought he was a top pitcher in the league. I mean, he ate us up, and he had some really good stretches over the season. I think they could definitely dip him into the trade market for a bat.
Yeah. So we'll have to see what they want to do with that. Yeah, Bayo would be really interesting, but
He's a good ground ball pitcher.
yeah, if someone else would take a shot and like maybe
Hmm.
he, I feel like he could do better in another area maybe, but you never know.
Hmm.
It's gonna be crazy to see how that goes. All right, so now let me just go through this rundown and stuff and make sure we hit the stuff we need. That's a big talking point, obviously.
Definitely.
Then we're gonna do the Bellinger stuff, which is nauseating, but we have to do it, unfortunately, because it's just overkill. I think it is coming to a head, though. Finally, I did say that before, so maybe I should have used different words. I do think that we're getting a resolution one way or another soon.
Yeah, I
Finally,
mean,
it's gonna happen.
Ken Rosenthal said this week, so it's
Well,
going to be
he's
any day
right
now.
9 times out of 10, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna take his word for it too. Bowden floated it out there also, so I mean, there's definitely some smoke with that fire. I think
Hmm.
because how much longer can this go on? This is literally just Scott Boras in a stare down looking for something that doesn't exist.
Yeah, and I feel
That's
like
what's taking place here.
we've heard so many little things about it in the
Like
recent
stupid, like
games,
dumb
like
details
weird,
that like keep
stupid.
coming out about it. They're just like we don't. It's how many times they get recycled. The Yankees are at 5 for 150 or 5 for 160. Okay, cool, I believe it. And then the Mets every day, it's like, oh, they want him, but they only want to go short term. It's okay, we know. Like, what else is here? And now the Blue Jays are like people saying they're in and they're out, but I think they're out personally because like one of my Blue Jay fan friends doesn't think that they will get him, and no, he doesn't have a pod, but
I'm helping out on this podcast,
yeah, we're
but
working on a few different things, but
I'll definitely get in contact if you want.
yeah, you guys could do that. I don't. That's
I,
cool.
I'll message you on Twitter after this.
Yeah, that's I can. Yeah, we can do something. But let me. I was looking through like some some stuff before. Oh, so shit. I lost my train of thought.
Um, Bellinger.
Right,
Yeah,
but with the Blue Jays and
yeah.
a lot going on today. But with the Blue Jays, like I don't think it's serious. They
I
just
don't
wanted
think.
Tucker. They weren't really in the
Yeah,
Bellinger. The only thing here is that like there's only one outlier. Is there one team stupid enough to actually give him 7 for 200 or something, or do like a 6 for 180 or something wild that we're not seeing? Like, is there a desperate team that really needs him?
yeah. I feel like it's either Yankees, Mets, or another team that's gonna come in randomly and give him the 7 years that he's been wanting
It's
to
not going to
get.
be Mets. I don't think they just don't because they've been doing the
Yeah,
short term deals.
the
But
Mets definitely are not giving him the 7 year deal.
what the Mets could do, in my theory, is like, do they go like they can't do three again because he's already taken the three so many times.
Yeah, he's coming off of his 3 year.
Yeah, they're not gonna. He's not gonna take three again. That's why I was telling someone
Mhm.
I need at least four. They need
Yeah,
at
that's good,
least.
Martin.
Yeah, you. They need at least four. So
Hmm.
that's what I would say with that probably.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna see 3 years, but like he's gonna see like 5 years with
I
us.
just like. I just the Mets. Well, the Mets did spend a lot of money. Actually, they just haven't spent it in the best ways. You could question how they're doing it. Because
Hmm.
they did give Bo Bichette a lot of money. They gave Polanco a lot of money in the short term. They they gave Williams and Weaver decent deals. They just didn't get the big gun you were probably looking for after losing Alonso
They
and
just lost Alonso and Diaz.
Diaz.
Two high-end free agents.
They haven't really replaced him, Diaz, at all, really. So
Yeah.
no, well they tried. Well, I'm sorry. Well, they did, but like they're not quite as good unless Devin gets back to his old self, which I think he'll be better than he was. Like I said, yeah, no, that is rough, Marty. Yeah, losing P and Diaz is not great. You'll like Boba though. I
Yeah,
think.
Boba Fett's gonna be good. I really like him. He was very annoying on the Blue Jays.
So it's just like here the thing with Bellinger and the Yankees is just like I don't see like the freak out here if he leaves. Honestly, it
Me
doesn't
neither.
bother me
I
that
mean-
much. It really wouldn't. Like from the perspective of like them, I think it actually helps them in the long term if he leaves. Honestly, because like it's gonna end up being bad money potentially. I'm not sold on it's gonna play out well fully, but I think it would be at least fine for like 3 years, probably.
Right
Once
now,
he-
where I am with
He's going to
that,
hit like the 34 range at that point. Once he gets like 34, 35, and like he doesn't hit the ball hard enough either, like we've discussed. Like that's why I'm worried about regression.
his savant pages don't really look good. But
No,
but
and
where
they
I
haven't
am
in a
right-
while, really.
Yeah, where I am right now with Bellinger, like, I really want him to sign the 5-year contract, but I would be perfectly okay with any team coming in and giving him 7 years and overpaying and giving him a bad contract.
Yeah, if someone wants to do it, just go ahead and do it already.
Yeah.
But
But I'll take him for the 5 years.
the thing is, like, he doesn't want to go to a shit team, though. I don't think. Like, I don't think he would go to the Angels per se, unless Boris forced it. But I don't think like Angels aren't gonna do it anyway. I don't think they haven't really been operating like that lately. But I guess you never know with them.
But who do you think is like a low key team that could like swoop in and get him?
I'm trying. I'm trying to think of one, and it's very difficult to do.
It is.
But I think this is a good exercise to do for fun here. So, the Pirates, imagine. I don't think they would actually give him that. I thought about it because they did try for Kyle Schwarber actually, and like they do need another bat, but I don't think so for like many different reasons. Obviously, they're not gonna. It would take $200 million to get him to go to the Pirates #1. They're not going to lay out $200 million, I don't think. And they also need righties now. They have lefties finally. They need righties now.
They got their Ryan O'Hearn
And they got Brandon Lowe. Yeah, I mean, so honestly, like, I don't know, but I'm trying to think. Angels is the one, I guess, but like it doesn't seem as popular as it once was. I guess the one I would say is Giants, but he would not be good for that ballpark. Only one lefty is good for that ballpark.
Yeah, especially Bellinger, who doesn't have a lot of hard contact.
The Giants have checked in, I think. Like they have been mentioned, but I can't see them. It doesn't make sense for them to give him a contract like that.
Especially to a player who doesn't fit your ballpark. Like that's pretty important.
I'm trying to think. Could the Diamondbacks use another outfielder? They probably won't pay that much for him, though. Because they would have got Bregman if they wanted to go big on someone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're out. They're out. Padres can't pay him, though.
They have Lourdes Gurriel in the left.
Yeah, so, like, if you give me the Central Division, the Cardinals aren't going to do it. Cubs, no. That's complete. I don't believe it at all. I mean, they got Bregman, so now it's completely over anyway. Even if there wasn't any thought. I never thought there was any substance there. Honestly, I really didn't. Because how are you gonna money dump a guy and then get him back a year later? That doesn't happen.
Yeah, they would have to pay his full contract under the contacts. So
yeah. So let me try to think. I think
Reds,
we are.
No.
I'm going. Yeah. You know what? They. You can make a case they should. They won't. But
Their owners should. I mean, their owners said they only offered Kyle Schwarber a contract to draw fans.
Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, that's tough sledding, and they made the playoffs too. Like, this is a problem. Jared, I literally just got him recently. We're just going through some stuff, but he is helping a lot, obviously, because like I have a million other things on my plate too. I think it's been like 3 weeks, maybe if
Yeah.
that, like right around 3-ish. So
Our first podcast was like around
New
early
Year's,
January.
yeah, it was a little
Yeah.
after New Year's. So like, and he was behind the scenes like learning some stuff
Mhm.
too. So like, no, he's great. He's cool though. Yeah. So like, let's go through a few more. Just Reds, no way. Pirates, no. Brewers, no shot. Braves,
No, their outfield's full. 'Cause
yeah,
they
they're
have
right.
Jerickson.
They got Yaz too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I mean, he has to at least stay for behind the scenes stuff. Nah, we good. So like when you look through the East, Phillies said they're tapped out apparently.
Yeah.
So that would have been one actually. That would have been the actually. You know what? I still wouldn't count it out because
Yeah.
they have $200 million sitting around to go Bichette.
They also have
The JT
Nick
Real
Castellanos.
Muto, the market is a problem, but like it's Boris who's slow playing the Bellinger situation.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a market really, is what we're trying to say through all this. Like there's not really a big market for him. I don't think at least because like there hasn't been any reported offers other than the Yankees. When no one has a firm offer for him other than what the Yankees have given to him. Like the Mets, they think 3 to 4, like maybe high AAV, but it's not like fully known. The Blue Jays, yeah, the Blue Jays are worth semi possible. They wanted Kyle Tucker.
I saw some
So
reports today that they weren't going to go after Bellinger.
no, that's what I'm saying. But it was like some thought they would, some thought they wouldn't. I don't think they will. I don't think
they
so.
will either.
Marlins obviously not. Imagine the Marlins did it. Oh my god, it was so funny.
Yeah, who do they have out there? They have Kyle Stowers.
Yeah. I mean, they could.
Marlins.
There's Hyberto Hernandez is not bad actually, but they definitely could have. They're not going to, but like they could make it work if they wanted to. I
Oh, they
think.
have Jacob Marcy.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen. I'll give you a strange dark horse, and this one actually might. It's going to sound crazy, but all right, let me just do Cody Bellinger like closing thoughts or something. I'll double check that tweet to make sure we didn't miss any points that I wanted us to do today. Cody Bellinger closing thoughts.
Oh, that's awesome. Talking Baseball posted the Andrew Jones's reaction to him being in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, I definitely got to get that, but I would say this. I think it's the one team that might surprise. They haven't done anything really, but they need to do something, and they're kind of teetering. Like, how about the Washington Nationals?
They definitely could.
I mean, why not? What else? They haven't done anything
Yeah.
else really. I mean, they have to have some type of money. I don't think they're going bankrupt, but the attendance has probably been rough because they haven't been good. But I doubt it. But I'm just like spitballing here. That is kind of an interesting low key one, though. I mean, they need
Yeah.
something.
Would he play in Washington though?
If they gave him 200 million, maybe
Yeah.
that's what it would take.
He is a Boris client, so
It would take a 7 over 200 probably.
Yeah.
Like what something
It's like
wild.
an Alex Rodriguez with the Mariners.
Yeah. So like, I'm trying to think what else is going on in that realm. So that's the East is out. We did all our East teams. We did the whole National League. There wasn't really much we found. AL East, Tampa Bay, no way. Orioles outfield is full. I don't think so.
Yeah, they're all flexible.
They
Blue
and
Jays
then
definitely not.
Blue Jays probably not. Red Sox no.
Red
They have too
Sox
many
definitely not.
outfielders. Royals they don't have the money to do it, but it actually would make sense. They could use some outfielders. They got some lower key guys, but like it actually wouldn't be the worst idea. But they won't pay him.
I mean, the White Sox have been pretty active.
That's a random surprise in the Nationals realm, but kinds of looking better than DC, surprisingly.
Yeah, I mean, Tennessee and Nashville probably get an expansion team.
Yeah, that would be cool. And then I want to see Salt Lake get one.
Yeah. Maybe Montreal comes back.
Actually, you know what? Above everything else, Marty loves Montreal. If he's still here, he's going to go nuts. Marty, are you still in the chat? Because we just brought up the Expos. He was actually lucky enough to go. He saw a game there.
Really?
Yeah. I'm definitely jealous of
I
that, and
answered your question.
I've told him that multiple times. I never got to go there, and I was definitely upset.
Um, but yeah, I could see Nashville getting one. I could
Oh, I didn't
see.
see the thing you wanted him just to answer. My
Yeah.
bad. I just like the Salt Lake idea. Um, uh, yeah, I know he wants the Expos back or some version of them,
That'd
but
be really cool.
I would love to see them come back above anything else.
Especially
Honestly,
because Vladdy Jr. plays in Toronto and like
I
Vladdy
know,
Sr.
dude.
played
Canada
on
baseball
Montreal.
and Canada and baseball could succeed in Canada. The Blue Jays have showed it
Definitely.
could succeed in Canada.
Dude,
There's
the
a lot of
Rogers Center is the craziest stadium ever.
There's a lot of Canadian talent players. Even the WBC roster has been improving over the past few years. Like they have talent. Like Canada's becoming bigger in baseball, and the Blue Jays going to the World Series is
That would be
definitely going
really
to
good.
motivate a lot of people in Canada to pick up baseball. No, Salt Lake City, Utah. Oh, what the fuck is in Salt Lake? That's funny. But anyway, so the
Um,
Central White Sox isn't a bad shot from you. I don't mind it.
mhm.
If they are kind of trying to do something, I just don't know if they'd stretch that deep. Probably just like
Yeah.
DC should. They would. I don't even think they've done much of anything like at all, but like or noteworthy. So Tigers, no, because they need righties, and Riley Green is sort of like Bellinger a little bit, except not as quick and like strikes out
He
more, but
doesn't
has more
strike out.
pop and hits the ball way harder.
Hmm.
But and definitely has a higher ceiling with age and everything. So not as similar as I kind of say in the beginning, but there's a few similarities. I don't think
Yeah.
they would do it. The Tigers need something though. Like they haven't done much anything besides Kenley Jensen. They need an impact bat or arm somewhere, but I don't think it's Cody Bellinger because that's not a good park for him either. Like
Hmm.
America Park is really
Comerica has a
unforgiving.
really deep right field.
Yeah, it is really unforgiving. So I don't. That's not it. Guardians won't spend any money. That's not it. Twins, that's
Mariners,
not
I think
it. Mariners,
Mariners
no,
tough one
because
because I don't think they move off. I don't think they move off of Dominic Canzone because he had a very good season
he
last
had
year.
that 3 homer game.
Yeah,
Actually saw that game in person. Like shit, you not.
really.
I was in Kansas City when he hit three
I
home runs.
I saw Bellinger's 3 homer game against Chicago
That's
last
sick. I
season.
saw Cal Raleigh pass Mantle too, or tie him in
That's really
KC.
cool.
I think it was past Mantle actually, and he may have and he got close to Griffey. I think he hit like 2 bombs that series, or maybe it was one, but he got the one he needed. So we're just about out of teams here. The
Hmm.
A's,
I
he
don't
would
know.
never
They
play in
have a
Sacramento though.
Yeah.
I don't
Plus, they have a
think.
lot of long-term contracts. They
But
have
they tried to get Arenado, which I thought was interesting. I don't really see the
really.
purpose
I
of
didn't
that.
see that.
Well, you know what? They don't really have a third baseman, the A's. I guess that's
I didn't.
why.
I didn't see that.
No,
They
they
don't have.
actually did. Like,
Oh,
it's a true thing. And then Rosenthal linked the Pirates the and Suarez, Eugenio Suarez, which his market's kind of cratered to a point we didn't expect it would.
yeah.
So you never know
He's
with
at
that,
like
I
2 years,
guess.
29 million. I think
Yeah,
is
he's
what
like a
he's
two for
projected.
30. It's looking like
Yeah,
it's because he didn't finish the second half well and he strikes out too
horribly.
much.
Horrible. He finished that second half so bad.
And the defense is
Yeah.
okay.
The,
He's working hard at it though. Like he wants to be elite at it still. Like I've spoke to Suarez. Like he's not someone that's lazy about his defense, but like he's not like the best defender. Obviously, I
yeah.
wouldn't say he's like a complete butcher though, but he's not great. Obviously,
Mhm.
so
Just like how he's built. He's a very big guy. It's hard to. He's
oh yeah, no, you're
5'11",
definitely right
213,
about
six
that.
foot 213.
Yeah, it's yeah, I don't
Compare
know.
him to a third baseman like Ryan McMahon, who's got who's got a wizard as a
Yeah,
glove.
I like I've said, I've been on record saying I want the Yankees to get Suarez, and you can make the argument that it may have been a better decision because now, well, because if the Yankees are self-imposing their budget, we have no idea what their budget is. So like, it's tough. Well, it's not really tough to get upset about it because like they've given reasons to get upset about it, and honestly speaking, like I just can't like understand that sometimes. Like it's interesting.
You know, the the deadline was actually last year was horrible. I mean,
Yeah.
Suarez was like the big piece. We were supposed to get Suarez, and then we got Ryan McMahon, which I think that was a really good idea of falling off of Suarez and just getting McMahon.
You don't think it was good, or you'd like the
I
move?
think it was a good idea.
I don't like it because like it might be pigeonholing them, but I don't fully know because like I'm not sure what their plan is. That's the
Yeah.
issue. Like,
But like, how much do you think a Suarez would have costed at the deadline?
yeah, it would have been more. But although the D-backs didn't give like a crazy package up from what I remember, but it would have been more. They would have did Yankees get that Yankee tax in their trades.
They wanted Schlittler in the deal.
All right, so yeah, they that's outrageous if true. So I understand if that's actually true, then I can't blame the Yankees. Obviously,
I think it is.
who reported that again? I heard a little bit too. Like I'm not disputing. I'm just trying to remember who actually said it. I'm just curious there. But and I do have one closing topic that's pretty interesting. One, and it'll be quick because we got to get going. I have to do some other like Hall of Fame content.
I could try.
But the topic I want to close with is Tarik Skubal's arbitration case because this has been a unique thing, and let me switch this real quick because I've never heard of anything like this before. Honestly,
Me neither. I mean, what is he asking for? Like 32 million, 35?
yes, the Tigers filed like whatever it was more than what David
19.
Price's record was, I think. But I didn't know. I don't think the Tigers knew that he can go that high because that's the first time anyone's ever requested a number that high in RB either.
Yeah.
When
And
he
it's
does
the biggest difference in like,
history
requests.
by a lot,
Yeah.
not even close. But
I think the Tigers offered 15 million or something, or 19.
no, yeah, they filed at 19 something that was like just over whatever Price's record was, I think. And then I was under the impression all season they want to get traded, but do you actually think this makes it more likely? Because like we at this point like it's a foregone conclusion that he's not gonna re-sign with the Tigers, obviously. So they're gonna have to. This is why, from their standpoint, I don't understand why they aren't trying to stack the deck for one more year, because this is probably it for him. So, I mean, they don't have the appetite to pay him long term, I don't think. And I'm not saying that just because the ARB thing too, but like, there's no evidence to suggest that they're gonna be willing to pay him 400 million, 500 million, whatever it might take. So,
I think
it's like,
it's gonna come down to how they're doing in the season. I think
yeah, if they somehow float out of the spot, if they can't manage the AL Central after what happened last year where they almost fully bottomed out and collapsed, then that's a serious problem. So if they're trading him, then something went horrifically wrong, obviously. Because I still think they're the best team in that division. Like, I don't see it.
Definitely.
The only one is Cleveland. Cleveland is pesky with them, so like they have a hard time with Cleveland, but they're still better than Cleveland.
I mean, Cleveland had that historic comeback, and they swept them like twice, and then we saw the Tigers.
And then they still beat them in the series when they had to. Yeah.
So it really didn't matter.
Exactly. The only one team that could return to prevalence in the Central, not the Twins. I don't know what they're doing really. How about the Royals bounce back? I can see a Royals bounce back a little bit. Last year seems like an odd year for them.
Yeah, I also feel like they were pretty injured last year.
I feel like they could still use another bat somewhere, honestly, but I don't know what they
definitely
would
use
really
another
do.
bat. I think Salvador Perez will hold up. Michael Garcia is a great bat. Vinny Pasquantino is a great bat. Obviously, Bobby Witt Jr. is.
I still believe in Cags too. I don't think Caglianone's a bust. He just didn't get off to a good start.
Yeah,
Caglianone, I still think could figure it out.
Because they brought him up. He didn't even touch AAA. I don't think.
or it was a brief stint. He just wasn't ready,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And like they kept him because like their team wasn't playing well and they wanted to see what they had. So like I get it, but he just didn't really have it, unfortunately.
He was supposed to be a two-way prospect, right?
Yeah. So if Skubal gets traded, I mean, are you thinking like Mets or Dodgers, like the chalk answer? Well, Dodgers, I don't know. They might be full if they got someone else, because, well, they're never full if it's Skubal, I
They're
guess. But
full.
like, no, they're not, unfortunately. Although Freddie Peralta, if he goes to the Dodgers, that's a serious issue. Like if they get Diaz, Tucker, and Peralta after winning
In one
back-to-back
off
World
season.
Series in one off season, you got an ace starting pitcher, you got one of the best closers in the game, and you got the best free agent hitter on the market, and your payroll skyrockets over
I mean,
$400 million probably. Actually, no,
you
not, I'm
you would
sorry, I'm
have
off on that because like Peralta doesn't make that much money.
at that point you would have to blame the teams for what
Actually, the Dodgers have to be kind of high now. What is their current situation? Spot track time.
payroll. What's their payroll?
Yeah, like, are they ranking first again? I'm sure they, or did the Mets get higher with Bichette? Oh my God, I just saw it.
Holy shit.
You did too, obviously. All right. Well, how is Philly so high? What I mean, JT
Oh
was
yeah.
15 million a year. What else did
Trey
Philly
Turner's
do?
on that big contract.
Bryce Harper. Oh, Schwarber. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Schwarber.
Schwarber's making a lot more use. Okay, I get it. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like it's been as impactful as it should be for 325 million, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Although Brad Keller's nice, I like that one. They do lose Ranger Suarez.
I wish we could see how much money
I
is
got you.
deferred here.
Oh, no, that's an absolute. Yeah, I'm not going down that rabbit hole. So much so. I think someone had the numbers on it one time, but it's like every contract's deferred. You have to sit here all day and like
It's insane.
believe, and that's why we are probably heading for a lockout after they inevitably three-peat next year.
Yep.
So I mean, the Blue Jays had a chance to put some parity into it. They had them where they
You
wanted them,
know,
but
the
if
lovely
the
thing
Tigers
about it
trade for
is,
Skubal, if the Dodgers trade for Skubal, just forget about anything ever. Which the Mets need to take the Skubal trade. If we're going to be honest here, the Mets are the ones that have to make the trade for Tarik Skubal.
yeah, I mean,
But and they
and
have the assets to do it too.
on a 1 year deal, what would that cost the Mets? What do you think?
That's the thing. We've had this. We spoke about this. I forgot what episode it was. But I remember listening back to an old clip, and we did speak about this a bit. But it would definitely be a Binge or a
Yeah,
McLean probably.
that's
But they're
definitely
not
what I'm
gonna get.
thinking.
They're not gonna do McLean. Let
Yeah,
me spitball a little bit. I actually think Jet Williams is a good Tigers fit because they do need some righties and he has some versatility. I think Binge, but it's another lefty. Binge or Jet Williams we're putting in this deal, obviously, if not both of them. And then you're going to have to do a Tong and maybe even a Spro. No, not all four, I'm sorry. Give me one of the two. Would you go one of the two hitters or both of them?
for who are you thinking? Jet
Skubal?
Williams and
I was or
Jet
Jet and
Bench.
Binge or Jet and Binge or both of them.
I think it could be
Let me try to do some stuff on the trade sim.
a bench, and then one of a Brandon Sproat maybe, and
And
then
like
maybe a lower tier prospect.
I don't know. I
Probably
think
like
it's
a
going to
10,
cost at least a Tong and a
like a
Binge
10.
probably. I don't think they could get away with Sproul personally, unless if he was
Yeah,
like the
that's
third
true.
or fourth
He was
piece.
26.
Yeah, no way, no shot. I just like the Met. I mean, it might happen. I don't know. Actually, I don't know if it's so tough for them to stomach the blow of trading him. Like they'd have to create him and fall out of the very winnable AL Central for
Yeah.
it to be considered in the year. I think. All right, so here's our payroll table. The Yankees have slipped to the 5 spot. This is an unprecedented time, but if you re-sign Cody Bellinger, you go up past Toronto for now, and you probably go past Philly too, actually. So you'd be up back in the third, but still well behind the Mets and the Dodgers. And then the Red Sox are creeping up at 276.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah, so like I'm gonna try to punch in 2 trades and then we'll go. Let's try Skubal. I said I wouldn't entertain the Skubal trades, but like it's gone to the point where you have to, unfortunately.
I don't think he'll get traded this offseason.
No, probably not in the off season, but like
If anything, it's got to be at a deadline.
I'm disappointed with the Tigers off season too, honestly.
Yeah, I mean they were the talk of the town coming into that last season because of that like historic end of the 2024
They
season.
were the best team in the AL for like 4 months, and then they
Yeah.
just weren't. I mean, they still have some talent, but like, it's hard to trust them getting over the top right now.
Especially how like I feel like the AL is very top heavy right now.
Yeah, unless they make some trades, like, and they wait it out a little bit, because they have a great farm system, the Tigers. That's the one thing that you got to give them credit for.
They do. They develop players very well, and one thing they have in their favor is that they're in the AL Central.
Yeah. I
have to
understand that
compete with-
completely.
They don't have to compete with the Blue Jays, Yankees, Boston.
Yeah, I want to
Mariners,
try to
Astros,
do
Texas.
this trade really quick. Okay, so we're gonna go for Tigers and Skubal and Mets, and then I want to do the trade for we'll trade the Freddie talk for another time. I think we still have a while for that anyway. So Tarik is a 54 value now on the simulator. This isn't 100% accurate, but it's close sometimes. So I'll get close to 54 for the Mets, but I'm gonna have to go higher rather than lower, most likely. All right, so if we do Jonah Tong, it's 28 and a half. And needs 5 more in his pros. So yeah, we'll do Tong. Let's give them. Actually, you know what? Kevin McConnell's sort of like Williams, but he's a lefty.
Yeah.
I don't know if they want another. I mean, McConnell's a dog though. It might be too many infielders, but they could have Jet in the outfield. You know what? Give me. You know, you got to get big players if you're training Skubal, so we'll do Binge. If you do Binge and Tong, gets you really close. If you do Binge, Tong, and let's say
Bench, Tong,
and Mauricio.
I don't know. How much value does Mauricio bring?
Here, I'll show it to you. I mean, the Tigers could use him in the outfields or like as a bench platoon role or something. He might need a change of scenery.
Yeah. He was a very talked about prospect.
I remember.
Tore his ACL in the Winter League.
But here's the thing about him. I saw him in Double-A, and I knew he was like solid. But like the issue is that he doesn't see a pitch he doesn't like to swing at. He literally doesn't take walks. Like and that was what I was concerned about when he was going through the system. I do have a picture of the trade. And then I'll just like I want to see how that Bray one lines up still. So I won't put it. I don't need to put it on the screen because like it's getting time to go. But so here we go. It's a 58 to a 54 advantage for the Tigers. You're giving them 2 highly touted prospects and a guy you're hoping you could turn around.
Yeah. I like this trade.
You think
What
it's
do
a
you
good?
think?
You think it's a good deal for Detroit as well?
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, honestly, you give them a guy who's gonna be like potential to be maybe a 2 or 3 if all goes well. I don't think he's quite ace, but I think he could be like a 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Maybe more 3 realistic, but solid at least. You'll get to not have to really worry about paying him for a while. Binge will help them a lot, I think. Even though he's another lefty, and Mauricio is just kind of like a gamble.
Because the other 2 prospects like add up to close to what Tarik's value is, but
Okay, Pirate.
Tong had such good run prevention.
No,
stuff in
I'm
minors.
not down on him, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm saying the Tigers would request him if they're gonna move Skubal, in my opinion, the minimum. That's why I'm putting him in the trade, not because I don't think he's good or the Mets should trade him. Because I
They're
watched
just
him a
not
lot
gonna trade
too.
McLean. They're not going
No,
to trade
yeah, that's
McLean.
just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, all right, here we go. Red Sox, Astros. So let's do this trade. I feel like it might be close, kind of. I'm curious to see how it would grade that one. Okay, so Paredes is a 12.9 value. No, this is actually way off. Unless Duran's value is greater, this might be a huge overpay for Boston, maybe. Unless Duran's not what it once was. It used to be high. Now it's let me see. We're down to 20, so it's 21.2 going to Houston. So what going to Boston, I'm sorry, from Houston. And then oh well, yeah, no, this is way off.
Is it?
Oh yeah, this is bad. It doesn't mean it's 100% accurate in that, but I don't think the Red Sox would do this deal because Duran has a 41 value.
And then the Mets. I'm on sporadic right now.
I think like the reason they want to move him is because their outfield's cluttered and they still have too many lefties. Although Contreras helps, but they still have Tristan Casas, they still have Yoshida, they still have Abreu. Like they gotta move some people. But he's not getting the offers he wants for Duran, obviously.
Yeah, would you be hesitant trading Duran? Or
Yeah, I would be because I do like his game. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
I think he's very good. Although last year he was not too
Yeah,
good, but
2
the
years
year
ago,
before he was good. Good.
Yeah,
Like
he
he
was
won the
very
World All-Star Game MVP and all that. Like he had like a breakout season basically.
Last year, I wouldn't say he was not good, but I would
He wasn't
say
great. That's the best way to put
definitely
it.
not.
He wasn't ass, but like, he wasn't great. He was above average.
Yeah,
I think it was what a 4-WAR season, like a high 3-WAR season.
260
Yeah,
average, 775 OPS.
yeah, not ideal for him. Definitely expect
Yeah.
better. But all right, yeah, it's getting close to an hour and a half, so we're gonna call it here. But thanks to everyone that popped in. Marty, thanks for feeding us a bunch of questions. That definitely kept us going. Chris and whoever else popped in, thank you on all our platforms. So more stuff in the works, clip it, snips, and new things on the way. Thursday, I'm having an interview with someone, so that's gonna be a thing. And then Friday, I might be doing something different for like the WBC. So
We'll definitely
see.
be live when Bellinger's.
Whenever that is, yes, unless it's like an emergency. Hopefully, I'm praying to God that like we're both able to do it when it happens. Or if it happens during the day, we have to like game plan it. Because we did Okamoto like kind of earlier than we normally would, I think, but it was also a Saturday, so like I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Or did we do it at night? Because we do most of them at night, but like
We did Okamoto.
that was like
That was
wait,
at night. Yeah, that was at night.
yeah. I always try to make them at night, just because it does better most times. I think.
Yeah. I will.
I'm trying to put my plugs up really quick. Up, whoa. Okay. You could just give your plugs first, and while I fish for mine, I guess.
My Twitter is Jared_Golds. What's the number? I think it's 99 or 00.
Yeah.
Jared_Golds23.
Okay, here we go. So I'll subscribe to me, Julian Gavardi on YouTube, Julian Gavardi Show. We're still working a lot of stuff. Getting close to 500, by the way, and that is important for us. So let's make the push to 5, hopefully. We did get over 1 million views since I started this channel in like June, so I'm thankful for that. That's a cool moment, but we have a lot more work to do still, but that's fun. We'll see how we get the next million, the next 100 plus subs or whatever, and see how we can take this thing. All right, so my IG is Julian Guardi 11, Twitter's Julian Guardi 1, and TikTok you just search my name. do have Facebook too. If you search the name, and some of the content gets cross posted. But Jared, thanks. It's fun. This was gonna always be a loaded show because it was Hall of Fame and off season. Like these are kind of rare ones. You can't. It's hard to make these short, really.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll definitely have a bunch of snippets from this, I'm sure.
Good
But
conversations, though.
for sure. So